Hi everyone, selamat sore semuanya. Good afternoon everyone. Thank you for coming to the EHAB Indonesia 2021 Institution Talk Show. So today my name is Chandini and I'll be your moderator for this session. We'll be having two universities over here, two French universities, and we're gonna take a little bit more about the programs that they offer, about the scholarship programs that they have, and things like that. And if any one of you would like to ask any questions, feel free to post your questions on the chat box, on the comments, on the comment section on YouTube. And we will be sure we'll deliver your questions right through our speakers. Right. Okay, so today we have two universities that have joined our session for today. The first one is Université Catholique de l'Ouest. We have João over here. Hi, João.
Hi there. Hi,
Hello. So
everyone.
hope you're doing well over there, João.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, starting
Thank
this
you.
morning.
Yeah, I think it's a little early in the morning over there. And thank you for joining our session, João. And then the second one, we have Atef from Université de Rouen Normandie. Hi, Atef. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's quite rainy day here, but yeah, it's France.
Right, so it's raining. Right, okay.
Good
So
with it.
despite the rain, thank you so much for joining our session. So,
Thanks.
all right. So to start this session, I would like to give the opportunity to João to deliver some kind of initial introduction about Université Catholique de l'Ouest. Anything you can share with us, João, about the university?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So my name is Zhao Jun. You can see I'm origin Vietnamese, but I'm living in France, and I'm in charge of student recruitment for Asia. So the Université Catholique de l'Ouest, in English, you can call the Catholic University of the West, and for short, you can call UCO. UCO is easier for everyone to remember. So our university founded in 1875, so we are more than 145 years old. And this is a private, prestigious and non-for-profit university located in Angers city in the west of France. So we are around 1.5 hours from Paris by high-speed train. And yeah, and currently we have 8 campuses around in France, and we have around 12,000 students enrolled in a university every year. We have 6 faculty in the university. So we have a faculty of humanities, science, educations, humanity science, theology, what else? Law, business, and management. Yeah, and we do have a school provide French language course for those who would like to learn French in our university.
All right.
Very happy to be here.
All right. Thank you so much, Joe, for the introduction. And now we have Atef. Is there anything you can say to us? You can inform the audience, perhaps, Atef, about your university.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Atef Azi. I am a mobility manager at the University of Rouen Normandie. We can call it also URN. University of Rouen Normandie was founded like in 1966. It's the biggest university in the Normandy area. We are quite close from Paris. We are halfway between Paris and the sea. Means that you can visit Paris and go to the sea just after that, with the train or highway also. What about the university? Let's say it's a multidisciplinary university. We host almost 30,000 students in 8 campuses. We have quite a large wide of degrees. We offering almost 100 degrees to our students, in every kind of field, from medicine, humanities, languages, education sciences, history, engineering also. We have like an engineering school who belong to our university also. With what can I say more? I can talk about the city of Rouen. It's a nice city. Like Rouen itself, it's almost like 100,000 students, 100,000 inhabitants in it. It's like middle-age architecture inside the city, like in the city center, and it's really pleasant for students. It's also really affordable if we're taking that from a financial point of view.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Ate, for your introduction. So, since we are actually, I'm sure both UCO and URN both would like to attract more international students, for example, to attend the university. I'm just wondering, could you guys, like, for example, an explanation about the international community that you have at your respective universities, like, the proportion between the international students compared to the whole students that you have at the university, and then like how many nationalities, and then what they can expect from joining that. Perhaps, Atef, you can start.
Yeah, sure. If I'm not mistaken, we have like 12% of international students at the University of Rouen. Most of our students are coming from North Africa or Sub-Saharan Africa. We have some Asian students, but they're mostly coming through like exchange program. Like,
all right.
The thing is that like Rouen is mostly offering French courses.
Okay.
Like we don't have that much like taught in English program, and that's why we're trying more to attract like non-European students who speaks French, who wants like to study in Rouen.
All right. Okay. So you're offering mostly French programs. And then that would be a perfect opportunity for anyone, for any international students who would like to learn more French and to actually study in French.
Sure.
That would be a really good option to go to URN.
Yeah.
Okay, and how about you, Joe?
Yeah, for UCO, so every year we have around 15 to 17% of international students come to our university. And so we have the exchange student. We have, but most of them, they also come for the like a study abroad, because we have French language school. So we have a lot of foreign students come to study French in our university. And yeah, because I'm in charge for Asia, so I can share with you some more information about Asia. So in our team, we have 3 persons who develop the whole world to introduce our university to abroad. So we have one take care of Africa, one take care of South America and Europe, and I'm taking care of Asia. So since our service have started for 8 years ago, so every year we have around let's say 500 students come for the full program for the study abroad. Yeah, and especially half of them they come from Asia. So we are very happy to have students come from like Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, China, India. Yeah, so almost everywhere. And then this year, especially this year, I think everything is quite. We are so happy to re-welcome students come from especially from Asia, so they come back here, and because thanks to our French language school, but we do have few programs taught fully in English, so like BBA, MBA, a Master of Environmental Management. This program they are taught in English, so Asian students they can join us. We are quite we try our best to open to the world and welcome international students to our university, to our campus.
All right, thank you so much, Atef and Joe. Something that I noted is a similarity that I noted from both of your explanations is that you both are offering some kind of exchange program for students, right? So I'm just wondering, is it particularly for a bachelor's program, or is it also possible for master's program? And can you share a little bit more about the mechanism for admission program, registration program, for anyone who would be interested in joining the exchange program from their home university? Perhaps, Zhao, you can start first.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for the question. Yeah, so usually we have around 180 partner university around the world. So it's also allow us to exchange the student, and even for the professor as well. So every year we send student to our partner university, and we also receive student from there. And for example, a student in our university, they have the possibility to spend one semester in our partner university in abroad. That's possible as well. Yeah, but most of the programs most of the university that we send students to is mostly that they study in French. Yeah. Yeah, but we do have students come from the English speaking country as well. So we can, yeah, for example, a student who did the DBA, for example, the DBA English. So he can spend one semester in our partner university.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And then how about you, Atef, for example?
Actually, we're working almost with 300 institutions around the world. I'm gonna explain you program per program is gonna be more easier. We have three types of program, or perhaps two. The first is the bilateral convention that we have with countries outside Europe. We're working a lot with South Korea, with China, for example. That's the bilateral agreement. We have also bilateral agreement with North African universities, US universities, Canada universities. And most of our exchange students are coming from the Erasmus program. With the European program. Mostly this year, we have sent almost 400 students abroad. And we hosted 150 students this year. From exchange program. If I'm talking about non-European Union students, we almost reached 600 this year.
Okay, all right. So around 600 non-EU students, right?
Yeah, this year who just made their first registration at our university in order to get a degree in a couple of years.
Okay, so perhaps Atef, you can share a little bit more about URN in a sense that do you guys are a bachelor's program as well for international students, or is it exclusively for a master's program or anything? Perhaps you can share a little bit more on that.
In first, we are open about bachelor programs and master degree also. We asked our students, for abroad students in bachelor program and in master program, and also in PhD program. But PhD is more quite, it's not happening that often. Okay. But mostly our registration are made in first year of master degree, in France, master it's 2 years. In first year of master, and mostly in the first year of bachelor. That's the main point of our students who wants to come to our institution. To get an admission in the first year of bachelor, and to get an admission in first year of master degree, and after that PhD. Yeah, it's more, let's say, the student have to have an interesting research topic, and to find an academic in Rouen who wants to supervise him during the PhD studies.
All right. Okay. So you provide different programs from bachelor's,
Yeah,
master's to PhD programs, which
also.
are always accessible for international students.
Yeah, always.
And then for the PhD, of course, you would have to propose some kind of specific topic, right? That you
True.
would like
This is the
to study.
true, true. Yeah, the process in PhD
And
is quite more longer. Like, yeah.
all right, okay. And how about you, Joe? Anything that could be interesting, like any interesting programs for international students for the study?
Yeah, so it won't be different. So we offer from the programs from bachelor to PhD as well, but most of
Mhm.
the for international student is more like for the bachelor and master degrees.
Mm.
And the same for the PhD, it really depends on the major, on the discipline that the student choose. So it's really case by case. We can see with the faculty. And beside that, we also organize some short programs during the year. For example, in March
Mhm.
2020, we organize a short MBA programs. So
Mhm.
it's not a degree program. It lasts for 4 weeks only. So this is the English talk programs, and students will spend 4 weeks in our university, 3 days in class, and another 2 days for the company visit. So these programs also allowed for those who would like to enhance their CV, to improve their management skill, to work in international environment. So yeah, this is it's very interesting. So I hope that we can have some Indonesian join with us this year. Yeah, so it will start in March 2020, 22,
All
sorry.
right. Okay. So the program for this short MBA program will be started in March 2022, right?
Yes.
And how about the admission? If anyone would like to join this program, like is the admission has already been opened, or can you share about the timeline?
Yeah, so yeah, we opened the enrollment, and the entry requirement for this program is that the student have to hold a bachelor degree, and with the English skill, I mean in English competence will be around will be the equivalent to IELTS 6.0. And
Mm-hmm.
actually we don't require the certificate of English, but it's also a tool for the student to access to the programs, yeah, completely. So it's a good level of English that's allow them to access to the programs easier.
Okay.
And
And
yeah, we have a representative in Indonesia,
mhm.
so all the students can contact us, and yeah, our representative will help them to for the enrollment.
All right, thank you. So when is exactly the deadline for this short MBA program?
Yeah, it should be by end of January, 30
Okay.
January. Yeah.
All right. So end of January, that's the
Yes.
deadline for the enrollment for the
Yes.
admission, and then
Yes.
the 4-week short MBA program, which consists of 3 days in class and 2 days company visit, would
Yep.
be started in March, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. And then when it comes to studying abroad, for example, one of the things that international students tend to consider is actually the career prospects that they would be able to access, they would be able to receive once they complete their study over there. So, Joe, perhaps you can share how you see facilitate the students to find the most appropriate job opportunities or how to prepare them to enter the job market, for example. Is there anything that you can share with us?
Yeah. Thanks for the question. So yeah, as a student at UCO, any student since the first year of bachelor, you are required to do the internship. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
every year a student have to do the internship every year. So in our university, every year we have the how to call like the open day for the job career open day. So all the
Mm.
company will come to our campus and offer the student and to meet our student. And more than that, we have a website, we have a platform for our students we call Job Teaser. So as a student of GSO, you will have your own account that you can access to post your CV, to look for a job, for internship, and it's really useful. And you can find a lot of interesting vacancy. And we are private university, so we really try to accomplish our mission, that to have a student since they enter to our university, and when they graduate, they can access to the professional section immediately. So we have 80% of our students graduate from master degree. They have job within 6 months after graduation. So this
All
is
right.
we have 80%.
Okay, so because you mentioned earlier that each year students would be required to partake in internship program. Is it for bachelor's program or is it
Yeah.
also for the master's program?
Both. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. And then you also have some kind of career open day. You also have some kind of platform where students can submit their CV or resume and then find the most suitable opportunity for them.
Yes. Sorry, give me 30 seconds. So I have a good news that I want to share with you. Last year we have a Vietnamese student who did the MBA in our university. It's the English programs, and he didn't speak French as own because he come here for the English program. And when he finished, he found a job in Paris, and now he got a long-term contract. It's called CDI. It's made a long-term contract in France. So it's really and of course, because this student, he's very dynamic, and he's very dynamic, and he tried his best, and because of and thanks to his internship in Germany during the MBA programs that he took, so it's everything that can add in.
All right. Okay. So there's always opportunities for students who are actually looking for experiences in terms of internships and then as well as for job opportunities after the graduation, right? All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Joe. And then how about Ate? How about the URN? How do you guys accommodate students to find internships and as well as prepare themselves before entering the job market?
Like we have two kind of policy. We have first the network policy. Means that former students who were in an internship can help also new students who are coming for an internship. And about the internship itself, the internship depends of the degree, can be mandatory or not. All right. I'm gonna talk to you about the mandatory internship, and I'm gonna talk about our Business and Administration Institute. And also, all students has to make an internship in bachelor and in master degree. And that's our first policy, about network, students are helping each other to find an internship. Our second policy is also to making some meetings between companies and our students who are interested to get an internship for their studies. But most of our internships are made in languages degrees, business administration degree, and that's mostly the main studies that students have to go through an internship to complete their degree. About job opportunities, we have a special desk who help students to build their curriculum, to build their professional project with a cover letter. And we have also a database of our company partners that might help our students after their studies.
Okay, all right. So there are different schemes that you guys have explored at URN to facilitate students be it to making it mandatory to some extent for them to do internships as well during the program, or you also hold meetings with different companies to
Mhm.
actually share more opportunities to students who might be interested in exploring
Yeah.
their career in any of those companies, right?
See.
All right. Okay. So I'm just wondering, for international students who might not be necessarily speaking in French, for example, is there any particular program that that is conducted either at UCO, either or at URN, in order to help students to be able to speak in French more comfortably, for example? And perhaps Atef, you can share about.
Yeah, sure. We have like La Maison des Langues. It's like the House of Languages, who belongs to the University of Rouen, who help like students to reach a French level. All right, like the target level, obviously it's a B2 level or a C1 level. Like I want to say something really special about like the Maison des Langues. We're taking care of our incoming students, like I mean international incoming students, in order like to help them to reach a good level in French, like to be able first to study and second to be integrated to the work market also.
Okay.
The second task of La Maison des Langues is also like to help our native French students to reach like an English, a Spanish, a Chinese level in order to go abroad and study. Like it's working in
Okay.
that way. And of
Okay.
course, at the end, like it's these students get an official certificate about their language level.
All right. So it works both ways, not only to facilitate international students to learn French, but also to facilitate French students to learn foreign languages through
Also,
their some kind of language partners, right?
yeah, language partner. We are doing like Babel Coffee, for example. That
Okay.
like foreign students, intern students are teaching their language in French. Students are helping international students with French. Like it's kind of multicultural work between like our students, and it's quite nice to see that it's working well.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. And then how about you, Joe? Is there anything in particular that you guys do at UCO to help students to be able to learn French a little bit more easily?
Yeah, so a student who doesn't speak French, first, if they enroll into an English program, that they can choose the second language of French. You know, they can choose French as the second language in the for the programs. So they have the possibility to learn French. And more than that, in UCO we have a platform for language learning. So it's called Artisia. So it's a new online language learning platform. It's offered the opportunity for UCO students to progress in foreign language. So there's 7 language available for free for all of our students. And the last thing I would like to share, that as a student, international student come to our university, so we have the Office of International Student Recruitment. So we take care of our international students, especially for those who doesn't speak French. So we also help them like how to finish finish all the adaptation document for their visa, for example, to apply for the housing subsidy, for car, for everything. So we have a service to have our international students.
Okay, so thank you so much. And then another thing that might be interesting for international students who are exploring opportunities to study in France is actually how do you guys assist international students to get a proper accommodation, for example? because one of the issues would be, I'm studying in a foreign country, I have no friends, I have no relatives over there. And once I get there, how would it be possible for me to access accommodations, for example, in the target university? And perhaps, Zhao, you can start first.
Yeah, so as usual, we have housing service to help our students, even for all of our students to look for accommodations. But of course, it's first come, first serve. So, accommodation always a big question for students everywhere, I guess. Atef, if you agree with me. So I think, it's everywhere. But that's why we always encourage students to reserve as soon as possible. Do not wait until they got visa, because it might be late for them. So we have a accommodation service, and but if our service cannot is run out on the place, that we can also give them some contact of our partner outsource, to look for accommodation for students as well. And especially for those who come to our university for the French language programs, we strongly advise them to stay with host family, a French family. Yeah, so we can look for that, because it's also help them to improve, to develop their French, and also learn the culture. So we do offer them the homestay accommodation for our foreigner students.
All right, so there's an accommodation service in order to help students to find proper accommodation. And also at UCO, you encourage international students to stay with French families in order to be able to learn French more smoothly. So I'm just wondering, is there anything like on-site accommodation, like on-campus accommodation at UCO, for example?
We don't have on-site residence, but around UCO, our university locates in downtown, so it's very convenient. So most of our students they live nearby. Yeah. So but around our university we have a private residence, which called foyer in French. So we can help students to look for a room in that residence as well.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. And how about you, Atef? How is it going at your end about accommodation?
About the accommodation, let's say we are like a public university, and we have like a few other public institutions that we work with. I'm talking, for example, about the CRUS. CRUS is like a public institution who's taking care about like scholarship for students, but also accommodation. In Rouen, we have almost 7 or 8 residency who are managed by the CRUS. And there is like a percentage of those residency that are that are just for our international students, and that's the main help that we can provide to our international students. They have to apply through the CRUS website to get like an accommodation. But also, like right now, I'm talking about the city of Rouen. Rouen, like it's a student city, obviously. And it's quite easy to find like a shared flat, or to find like a family who can host like an international students. And we can also help students by giving them some links, some websites, or some good advice to find like an accommodation. But yeah, for sure they have to take care of accommodation quite early before their arrival. That's the main point, obviously.
All right. Okay, so one thing that I noticed is that international students are encouraged to start their search for accommodation long before their departure, right? Long before their departure. And then because there are a lot of administrative things that they have to take care of prior to their arrival at the university. And then we already covered most of
the topics that we're supposed to discuss today. So before we're going towards the closing statement, I'm just wondering, is there any interesting scholarship opportunities that are provided, that are accessible for international students, for example, and how these international students can get more information on the available scholarships? And Atef, perhaps you can start first.
Okay. Perhaps we can afford like some PhD scholarships, but about like bachelor programs or master programs, unfortunately, we're not providing scholarships. But international students can get some scholarship through their embassies or through Campus France, and there is like some public institution that can provide them scholarships, and yeah, that's all.
All right. Okay. So the alternatives would be they're exploring potential scholarships from their own home countries. They can also explore from Campus France, for example. And perhaps I heard that some companies might be interested in giving out scholarship programs. I mean, like their own respective programs. So perhaps they can also explore that opportunity. So thank you so much, Atef. And then how about you, Zhao? Is there any information on the scholarship program?
Yeah. So yeah, we do have scholarship, but first of all, I would like to say that the tuition, we are private university, so students have to pay tuition fee, yeah, like other countries as well. So, but our tuition fee really affordable. For example, for the bachelor, it's around 7,500 euros per year, and for the master will be 7,500 euros per year. You know, if you compare to some business school, our tuition fee is really affordable because we have financial aid, we have the financial funding raising in the university, so that's why the tuition fee really is lower than it must be. However, we do offer scholarship to our Asian students, and scholarship are based on student profile or financial need. The scholarship will automatically be extended for the duration of the study program. So it's maybe up to 3 years of study in a university. So of course, provided that the study result must be good. And the scholarship amount will be awarded from 10 to 40% of the tuition fee reduction for all the programs at UCO.
All right. Okay. So based on the student's profile, the scholarship is actually available up to 3 years of the duration of the study. And then it may range between 10 to 40% of reduction of the tuition fee. All right. Okay. So I'm just wondering, for these students, would they be able to apply prior to their arrival, prior to the program, or they can only apply for the scholarships once they get there at the at UCO, for example?
Yeah, they can apply now before, prior arriving to UCO.
All right. Okay. So prior to the arrival, well, during the admission program, perhaps?
Yes.
During the enrollment, they can access these scholarships as well, right? Okay. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're heading towards the end of the session, perhaps I would give an opportunity to Zhao to deliver your closing statement. Anything you would like to say to wrap up your whole explanation for this session?
Yeah. So I'm very happy to be here to present our university. And, as you know, we are a private university located in the west of France. So located in Angers city. So it's not far from Paris, because most of the people, they know Paris, but Angers, I'm not sure. But a good thing for you to know is that Angers is ranked as the highest quality of life in France. So, it's a really, really nice city, human size. So it means you have everything in the city, which is not far from the capital of France. And it's very safe, very green. So I think this is one of the good thing for you to consider as well. And as I mentioned earlier, the university located in downtown of the city. So, when you arrive in Angers, you can walk to the university. It's around maximum 10 minutes by walking. You arrive already in the campus. So that's why most of the students, they live nearby the university. So you will save a lot of time for transportation. You save costs for, to go to school. This is a small thing, but when we when you experience, you live in abroad, this is a big thing for you to consider. And this is one of the advantage that you can consider useful to choose. And we are private university, so we commit in our mission and our our mission for the education. So like we have a small class size, so each student will be follow up by a teacher, so you won't be lost in our university. And then we have service of international students who take care of you during your school year in our university. So any concern, any difficulties that we can see. I mean, from the university, we can help you to accompany you in your studying at our university. And then more than that, we really look forward to receive international students to our university, because this is our mission. And I hope that we can welcome you very soon in our university. And by this occasion, I would like to say thank you very much to Campus France in Indonesia. Every year I'm impressed by your organization, by the event that you organize. And really, I'm very happy to be here to see, to talk. I mean, to see in some way, in another way, but to talk, to share with you the Indonesian student. And I really hope that one day we can see in real, in person.
All right, thank you so much, Zhao. So basically, UCO offers complete support, full support for international students who would like to study at UCO, sorry. And then also the city of Angers, it has the highest quality of life in France. So that's something that international students would like to consider before choosing the right university for them to study abroad. And then Atef, now the floor is yours. Any closing statement from your part?
Okay, all right. Firstly, thank you very much for letting me introducing the University of Rouen. What to say about Rouen? It's a public university, means like it's a big university with a lot of students, with a lot of teachers. We have almost like 2,500 staff, administrative staff and academic staff. We have, as I said in the beginning, that we are like a multidisciplinary university, that like every every student who wants like can study whatever he wants, obviously. And that's our main policy, like to open higher education for everyone. And we can see that by our tuition fee, that are like public university tuition fees. Like we are almost like near 240 euros per year for a master degree. That's public. And we are not far from 180, 190 euros per year for a bachelor degree. And means that our study at Rouen is really affordable for everyone. Also about the city, like it's a middle city, a student city, a dynamic city, a young city with like well linked to Paris, well linked to the airport. And the University of Rouen, it's a big player inside the city. Like you have like 8 campuses. We have almost like 40 to 50,000 students, like in all of higher education system in Rouen. Means that there is like a community of students that help each others, and that perhaps can really follow you during your study. And we, like as a university, as a public institution, we trying as much as we can to provide like equality to every students, if they are native or not. Perhaps because like I was also like an foreign student in a foreign country, in the beginning it's really quite difficult to be acclimated to to the city, to the system, but like the administration, the teacher, the students, the student association, we have also a lot of student association. We are really into the life of the city, the life of the university. We can like help every international students who needs help, who wants advice, and I'm looking forward like to some Indonesian students at Rouen.
Thank you so much, Atef. Thank you so much, Zhao, for sharing lots of information on UCO and URN. So if any one of you who are watching this session would like to dig a little bit more, to ask a little bit more about URN or UCO, you can visit the virtual exhibition at virtual.ehaf.id and visit the virtual booth over there and then have a chat with the representatives over there. All right, so thank you so much once again, Zhao, Atef. Good luck for your career. Okay.
Thank you very much for your organization.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, Atef.
See you at the
Nice to see you also. See you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day to you too. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.